Well, thank you for that kind introduction, our Teen Advisory Board leaders. I'm excited to host this session about our You in the Driver's Seat smartphone app. We've got this set up really kind of a Q&A sort of style. So it's hopefully going to be very information rich for you. We've got some great questions teed up from some of our young leaders and some of our key partners that we've worked with for a number of years. And before I dive into that phase of this, I wanted to thank a few people. Uh, First, I want to thank our programmers that are working on this and have been working on this for quite some time behind the scenes. Mike Vikich and Micah Montoya, they're the ones doing the really complicated, intricate work, the programming code and everything that makes this app work behind the scenes. They're our colleagues at TTI, Texas A&M Transportation Institute. They work in our Houston office. So they've done a great job. Just wanted to give a shout out to them. And of course, I want to thank our core sponsors. Without their support, none of this would be possible. So some of those that are really important to the smartphone app itself are Texas Department of Transportation, Union Pacific, FMCSA, and Team Coalition are the really core group that has really gotten behind this app, both in terms of funding support and other forms of partnership. Because again, without them, none of this would be possible. So before we dive into the questions, I did want to mention that the app is available on any smartphone. So whether you have an Android, you can go to Google Play, download it free there, or an Apple iOS uh, smartphone, you can go to the Apple Play Store as well. So you just type in "you" in the driver's seat. So that's YOU, should pop right up and should be easy, free download for you. So with that, let's tee up our first question and take that first question.
Russell, I am dying to know. How did you come up with the idea of starting an app like You in the Driver's Seat?
So thank you for that question, Esme. That is an awesome question, and I think it's perfect coming from you as one of our young leaders on the Teen Advisory Board, because that is where this started. That was the catalyst for the smartphone app to begin with. Back in 2015, we were having a board meeting with our young leaders at that time, and as you know, you work with us a lot. A part of this is, what do you want to see? What are some valuable things that we could add that would be a great resource to make the program even more effective, and something that you as young people would find interesting and motivating, to be safer drivers and help those your age do the same. So that was a catalyst. We were having a meeting and the idea came up. It's like, well, we should have a smartphone app. Smartphone apps for everything seems nowadays. And so there were some apps out there that addressed driving safety, but the way most of them, all of them actually, that we could find at the time, they would just shut your phone down. And not that that's bad. I mean, that's certainly an option. You just hit something or have an app on your phone and you start driving, it's going to disable your phone. And there's information that shows that's quite effective. We wanted to do something different, a little innovative that reflected really the nature of everything we do. And that's why the call name slogan for the app is "Responsibility has its rewards." Because if you're driving safely, we want to thank you for that. We want to acknowledge that and shine a light on that positive, safe driving behavior. And so that's the fundamental approach that we took. So long answer to your question, but that's how it all started. And so we've been working on this for really 6 years now. It's been a journey with a lot of twists and turns at times, but it's been great. We've learned a lot, and we're gonna keep trying to make it better. It's a great question.
Hi, my name is Susan, and I had a question. How do I accumulate safe driving points in the app?
So good question, Susan. And again, thank you for your service and leadership on our college advisory board. So the way you accumulate points is pretty simple. It basically, for every mile you've driven on what's considered a safe trip. So a safe trip is defined as one with no distractions, no excessive speeding. You're going to earn 5 points for that trip. And you're also going to get credit for a safe trip, because you can actually earn rewards. We'll probably get to that later, in both of those ways. So not just points, but again, just being a safe driver in case maybe you don't drive long trips. Maybe you're to and from school, to and from work. Your normal trips are shorter. We want to reward you as well. So, as an example, if you had a safe trip, no distractions, no speeding, and you drove 10 miles, you would earn 50 points for that trip and a safe trip credit. So, hopefully that answered that question. So, good question. Thanks.
Hi, Russell. Does the app need to be open all the time?
So, Lucas, another one of our young leaders from Teen Advisory Board, another good question. Um, the app does need to be open in the background. So you don't need to hit like start or stop to activate it every trip you make, but you will want that open in the background or it won't be able to record your trip. So it's automatic. Maybe a good recommendation would be to, before you leave the house, just make sure it's open there in the background. I could share that it does help to every now and then, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, or if you haven't driven in a while, close the app back out, reopen it. It kind of helps it resync, reboot it, just like it would a computer, essentially. I found that that helps sometimes so it doesn't miss your trip, but it does need to be open in the background. Um, so good question about basic function and whether or not it's going to record your trip. So thanks for that.
If a driver uses the app and they set up their music before they start driving, will points be deducted for music playing in the background, even though they do not touch their phone during the drive?
So a really good question there, Samantha, one of our key teacher sponsor partners for a number of years. We really appreciate your sponsorship and your dedication to the program. So music, yeah, everybody loves music. Um, I do too, but it's particularly important to young people. So if you do, regardless of who you are, if you set up your playlist and you haven't started moving, you haven't started driving, and you just hit play and you let your playlist run and you don't interact with your phone any other time while you're in motion, you're going to be fine. The way the app literally works is that if it detects that um, the phone is awake, essentially, so there's some app, whether you're touching it or interacting with something's going on with your phone while you're in motion at driving speed, that will be detected as a distraction. So, best thing to do if you're going to get your music playlist, great, hit play, lay your phone face down in the passenger seat. Be my suggestion, especially if there's nobody there. The phones are getting more and more complex too, and if they even detect some motion in the vehicle, that can make the phone wake up. So, long answer to the question, but hopefully, um, the answer is a good one in that playlist running just because it is producing music in the background for you, as long as you're not touching that phone and it's not actively awake, that should not count as a distraction. So, good question.
What kind of rewards can I get?
There are lots of incentives and rewards for using the app. So, there are the gift cards. So, as you accumulate points and save trips, you can again accomplish gift card achievement rewards through both of those paths, if you will. So there's that. You can earn $10 gift cards for Amazon, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A. It's your choice. What we've seen so far is Amazon is hands down the winner and the most popular. But hey, we want to give you some variety. Chick-fil-A, Starbucks are pretty popular with young people as well. So beyond that, we are going to have special contests and grand prizes, bigger prizes for those times of year. As an example, we just finished April, National Distracted Driving Awareness Month. We had a special competition, some great prizes for that variety, and we'll likely be doing the same thing every October, which is National Teen Driver Safety Month. And so, again, that'll just be another layer of rewards, gift cards, and grand prizes and the like. Every April, October is our current plan. So lots of ways to get incentives for being a safe young driver. So thanks for that question.
I'm Gabriel Davis, and I'm from Toombs County High School. And my question is, when you get enough points to get your gift card, does the gift card send to you virtually or through the mail?
So another question from our TAB, Gabriel. Thanks for that. The way it works right now is when you get to a benchmark, so safe trips or enough points accumulated, we will reach out to you. We'll text you and say, congratulations, thanks for being a safe driver. You've just achieved an award. Which gift card would you like? And then we will send you a code for that. Again, Amazon, Starbucks, whichever you choose. So that's the way it works now. I think I'll probably be addressing a question on some improvements we're looking to make in the future. But that's how it works right now. So we don't have to mail you a card. It will be electronic in nature in terms of how you can redeem your gift cards. Hopefully that answered that question.
Now, the app seems absolutely amazing and all, but what about my privacy? Should I be worried about what the app uses and how it tracks where I'm at?
So another good question from Esme, your privacy, whether you're a young person or adult using the smartphone app, is extremely important to us. We are at the end of the day part of Texas A&M University. We go through an extensive review process. It's an institutional review board that guides all of our work. And part of that, the importance and purpose of that is to protect your individual personal information. So there are many layers of protection. The data that is gathered when you're using the app, it goes into a secure, protected database, data server, and is encrypted. We are not going to share your information. We're not going to sell your information for any purposes. So it's important, and hopefully it's the right thing to do. So hopefully it's a good answer to that question. But many layers and many means that we've gone to, ways we've gone to protecting your personal information.
Hi, my name is Mariana Dykes, and I attend Toombs County High School, and I'm a new TDS tab member. And my question is, why is it important for your parents to verify you before you join the app?
So thanks for that question. Similar to that last question about your privacy, your personal information. Um, if you're a young driver, you're under the age of 18. So if you're 17 or younger, we'd love for you to use the app. It's free. It's available to you. But as a minor, again, it's a part of our institutional review process. But then we feel like the right thing to do is that your parents should be aware. This isn't hopefully an invasive app, but we just feel like they should know. They should know about it and know that your information is being protected as well. So if you are 18 years or older, you won't have to worry about that additional step. We know it's probably a little bit of a pain. Um, but again, the best way I can describe it is it is for your personal protection, and it's really a personal courtesy to you and to your parents, your family. So that's the way we have that set up, and the reason why.
What updates or features do you plan to add in the future?
So good question, Summer, because we want to make this app continue to be fun, interactive, interesting for you to use. So if this thing looks the same 2 or 3 years in a row, we're not accomplishing that. So we are looking at a lot of different improvements. One of the things we talked about how you actually get your gift card, how you find out about it, how you redeem your gift card. We're trying to automate that. So both we as we're trying to manage the reward system and database, and you would get an automatic message that that's happened. One of the things we're talking about doing adding is some sort of interactive graphic. So since we're talking about driving, we thought it'd be neat to add like a fuel gauge that begins to fill up. Um, I think there's an app out there that does that with a gift. We can't recall it offhand, but same sort of concept. Whereas you're earning points or safe trips, you'll have a fuel gauge letting you know, hey, I'm really getting close to my next reward. Just again, as kind of a courtesy ongoing update to how you're doing, how you're getting close to another reward, and again, kind of making it fun and interactive. So we're going to be adding we're doing a lot of work over the next several months, over the summer months, to add some utilities that reflect the day-to-day interaction with you, your student team, colleagues, maybe your teacher sponsor, that will just help you stay engaged with the program. As an example, another portion of the app where you can just go and send in your activity reports for anything you're doing with the Teens in the Driver's Seat program, or you in the driver's seat college level, things of that nature. We want to add some easy ways for you to post and share on social media, even share with friends, referrals, maybe earn points that way. Another nice addition that we're thinking of doing is a way for you to look at, if you're a teacher sponsor or a student team, look at what's happening at your school. So custom list, you can see, maybe it's, oh, we have 17 students at our school, and we're all earning points and something of that nature, just to give you an idea of what's happening at your school and in your community.
Hi, Russ. I have some questions about the YDS app. How do schools win TDS All-Star points for using the app?
So great question, Jeannie. Guy, you've been a wonderful partner for so many years with us in Nebraska, so appreciate the question and your partnership for so many years. So we've talked about a lot of different incentives, lots of rewards, the gift cards, the prizes, but another value add, another incentive is that if you're an active team, so teams of the driver's seat team anywhere in the country, for the college level, at least here in Texas, you can earn extra points towards the All-Star competition each year. So the way that works is you will get 5 points if you have at least 5 students at your campus that have used the app enough to get at least 10 safe trips. So easier said than done, maybe, but we think that's a reasonable amount to qualify as an actual user of the app. So that might take you even just a couple of weeks in some cases to get 10 safe trips. So if you can get even just 5 members of your team, your core team that's driving the program at your campus, we thought that was an easy benchmark. So you can earn more than that. So if you get 5 students that are at least at 10 safe trips, you'll earn 5 points. If you get 10 students to do that, you'll get 10 points. So you can earn up to 20 points. That's the cap. But 20 points is about the most you can get for doing anything in the program towards the All-Star Awards competition. So that's the way that works. So again, it's just another added incentive and another value. Sometimes 20 points could make the difference in an extra $250 for your team for the year. So we hope that's again another added reason to use the app, and another reward that you can experience from it.
Hi, my name is Caitlin, and my question is, what's one thing you didn't expect to come from creating this app?
So thanks for that question, Caitlin. That's probably one of the tougher questions on the list that we've gotten so far. And I'll be honest with you, it's if I had to answer that candidly and honestly, I think what we've learned is this has been far more complicated, far more expensive than at least I thought it would be going in. I knew it was going to be a lot of work. It has been. It's probably been order of magnitude, probably 3 times, 4 times as much work and expense as I had anticipated. But we feel like it's worth it. This mission to save lives, to help you maybe be a better, safer young driver, and to help encourage your friends and even family, the entire community you interact with, to do the same. It's an important mission and it's worth it. And so we've stuck with it. Again, we've been at this for 6 years to get it to this point. We outsourced it for a while to the private sector, and it's completely in-house now at TTI. We're really excited about that. We're proud of that as well, and we think we can really control the destiny and, no pun intended, really put ourselves more in the driver's seat of where this thing goes into the future. So great question, and that is an honest answer. So in closing, again, I just wanted to thank you for tuning in today. Those some great questions, covered a lot of ground. Hopefully this was helpful to you and helps clarify any questions you had about the app. We really appreciate you taking time to download it, use it, give us some feedback. If I can help in any way, any member of our staff to keep making this a better experience and even more reasons for you to take the time to use it, we'd welcome that feedback, and we're here to help you any way we can. So thanks so much. Be safe out there, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.